Trust me, no one is more sick of talking about Donkey Kong Country Returns HD than me. But 2 new issues have been brought to my attention that I feel like are worth a closer look, along with raising awareness of them so they hopefully get patched, or at least one of them gets patched. And issue number 1 involves a freaking fur problem again. I thought we were done with this! In case you don't know, here's a really quick recap. The very first trailer for the HD version appeared to show enhanced fur effects, which is most notable with DK's arm in this scene. But then in a later trailer, the enhanced fur effects appeared to go missing. But then they came back again in another trailer. And then this is where it gets weird. Because even though the final game does appear to have the enhanced fur effects, including in that same segment of DK's arm, there is one instance in which it doesn't. Which is noted by one of our followers, Skylar Thompson, who pointed out the issue to me on Twitter. And that's the fact that if you start the very first level, which is where the arm sequence takes place, while already having Diddy as a companion, well, you'll see DK's arm with the enhanced fur. But if you start the level DK only, without Diddy, which is exactly how anyone playing the game for the first time will see it, then you get the fur light version. What the heck? It's a minor issue, but how in the hell did this make it all the way to production? Especially when you have idiots like me making videos about this exact issue. Again, not a deal breaker, but I had to follow up on that issue considering just how wild the situation really has been and continues to be. Unfortunately, the second issue that's been discovered is a bit of a bigger problem, at least if you play cooperatively with a second player. Because as Kong Compendium discovered, who by the way made an awesome video about this issue, so go give them a follow, the cooperative mode in the HD version breaks an important part of how it worked in the original Wii version. Because the original game did something incredibly clever, and that's if one player killed an enemy, the second player could continue to bounce off that same enemy for a fraction of a second afterward, even though they're already dead. Which was absolutely essential on some levels, as those enemies are the only way to cross certain gaps, especially in the Golden Temple levels. And as you might have guessed, that feature is completely missing from the HD version. In that, if the other player tries to jump on an enemy the first player already killed, well, they're just going to keep falling through wherever that enemy was, possibly to their death. Kong Compendium's video offers a really thorough look at the worst case scenario for this, so definitely check it out with the link in the description below. But I did want to raise more attention to this because this is a pretty major flaw, especially in a game that Nintendo is marketing for its cooperative mode. I mean, check out this tweet from just a couple of days ago. Now, in the developer's defense, this apparently isn't a brand new issue, as it also existed in the 3DS version. Although I don't think being faithful to a broken feature in a port is really the best defense. So I really do hope that at least this feature gets addressed by Nintendo and patched in the near future. But if it doesn't, it's absolutely something you should be aware of if you're planning on playing this game in cooperative form. Now, all that being said, I don't hate this game. I think it's still really good at its core, and I think it often looks better in some respects than the original version of the game did on Wii. That being said, if you're going to charge full price for what's a, 15-year-old game at this point, or older? I think it's expected that you should make sure it's as faithful to the original game as possible, especially when it comes to the actual gameplay. And yes, the fact that the sun just disappears here still bugs me to this day. Did you see that? Did you guys see that? The sun was there, it disappeared. Watch here it is. Sun, it's gone. And to address one final point, I've had a lot of people ask if I was going to review this game, and as much as I would actually like to, sadly I just don't have time, especially with this whole Switch 2 thing happening, which really kind of threw me off. So I wish I had time to do a, more in-depth video now that we have the game finally out, but please accept my apologies for not being able to do so, as I would have loved to have been able to had we been provided with a review copy in time. Anyways, on that note, everyone, thank you for watching. Click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and make sure to go watch my Game & Watch of The Amazing Ruffy and the Riverside. It's an adorable indie game. The demo's coming out February 11th. I had a total blast with it, and that game actually does have a ton of polish. So I highly recommend you check it out. It's on the screen right now. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll catch you later. Bye!